Welcome, class of 2024. Thanks for tuning in to our 8th and 9th grade transition program.
In this presentation, we will cover the following topics. We will meet the counseling staff, cover differences between middle and high school, talk about where will high school lead you, tips for making the most of your high school experience, beyond academics, what's out there, high school credits, what do they mean, and how many does each student need, college planning, CV-TEC, and Naviance, and some closing comments. There are 3 counselors in the Peru High School Counseling Department. My name is Mr. Tim Lucken. I'll be working with students whose last names begin with A through GA, so the beginning of the alphabet.
I'm Mr. Carter, and I will have students with letters from GE through M.
And my name is Susan Martin, and I will have students with the last name N through Z. And additionally, the first person you'll see in the counseling office is Mrs. Durant. One of the first things we want to cover are the differences between middle and high school. So one difference, and kind of a fun difference, is that lunch is 40 minutes long. Another difference is if you fail a high school graduation requirement course, you must repeat the class. Another difference is each passed class counts as a credit. In the high school, there aren't any teacher teams. You'll have a variety of teachers in each grade at every level. Every high school course counts towards your grade point average, your class rank, and will be viewed by future colleges, employers, and the military. You have the opportunity in the high school to take college credit classes as early as your sophomore year and throughout your high school experience. In high school, you can earn a seat in honors classes.
Entering high school, it's important to think about where Peru High School could lead you. Successful Peru High School students are able to pursue opportunities anywhere they would like. We have students from the class of 2020 who are graduating this June, attending schools all over the country, including Coastal Carolina, Florida Atlantic University, University of Vermont, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Rochester Institute of Technology, many of the 64 SUNY campuses, as well as many students staying locally at Plattsburgh State and Clinton Community College. Many of our other graduates, a smaller number, but certainly a very significant number, enter our nation's military branches. Members of the class of 2020 are actually entering the Army, Marines, the U.S. Navy, and the U.S. Air Force. Trade and technical schools, such as SUNY Canton, Alfred State, and CV-TEC locally, offer tremendous trade and technical education when students finish high school, which lead to very rewarding careers in both our area and anywhere in the country. Many of our graduates are also choosing to enter employment in such areas as agriculture, healthcare, manufacturing, and many other diverse fields.
Some tips to be successful in high school include the following. The students that we know is the most success with utilize 10th period. They just build it in their schedule and plan on staying every single day for 10th period to work with their teachers, to ask questions, get extra help, or just do their homework. Daily attendance is vital. Come to school consistently. Those students who miss a lot of school fall behind because they're not there to learn the material, and it gets very difficult. So come consistently. Take advantage of your study halls for the purpose as to why they exist, not necessarily to socialize with your friends and play games on your phone. Study, get your homework done, go see a teacher, ask for questions. That's what they're built in for. An exciting new thing we're doing this year is called The Zone. It's a place where you can get tutoring, get some extra help from students or the teachers, or just get your homework done. Take advantage of a planner system. In high school, there's much more rigor and a lot more assignments you're going to need to do, so it's important that you keep track of everything, whether you keep track of it in a notebook, on your phone, a laptop. Any one of those will lead to success. And finally, get involved. It's so important to be socially connected with the school. Have something to look forward to beyond academics. Join a club, a sport, anything connected to the school. And we notice that the students that do that also have a lot of success.
One of the most important things in high school is earning credits. Credits dictate what type of graduation diploma you will receive. In order to graduate from high school, you must earn 22 credits by the end of your senior year and generally pass a minimum of 5 Regents exams. 22 credits equates to at least 5.5 classes per year, but most often students graduate with well more than 22 credits. So here's how credits work. If you're taking a full year class, for example, your Social 9 class, you will earn 1 credit. If you decide to take a half-year class, such as robotics, where it's only the first half of the year, you will earn 0.5 credits. In the case of PE, you take PE every other day throughout your whole school year, so you will earn 0.5 credits for that as well.
High school graduation requirements. This chart looks a little scary, but don't worry. Over the course of 4 years, meeting all these requirements is not too hard. It's very manageable. I won't go through every little detail with you right now, but basically, take a look. Here on the left, you have your subject areas. In the middle is the Regents diploma, which is the minimum requirements required for a high school diploma, the Regents diploma. And then there's the Regents with advanced designation, which is a little more rigorous. The differences between the two diplomas, notice with Regents with advanced designation, 3 units of foreign language are required. That means that fewer elective credits are required down here. A total of 22 credits are needed for both types of diplomas. 22 divided by the 4 years of high school is 5.5 credits per year. So you'll know that if you're earning 5.5 credits by passing that many courses each year, you will reach 22. Many students graduate with 25, even 30, 35 credits. So reaching 22 is not too hard if you're regularly passing your courses. Down below are required Regents exams. These are a little different between the two types of diplomas. To graduate from high school with a Regents diploma, you must pass 5 Regents, 1 in math, 2 in social studies, which is global history and U.S. history, 1 science Regents, and an English language arts Regents. Notice for the advanced designation Regents, you need a foreign language exam. For science, you need 2 science Regents instead of just 1. And for math, instead of just 1 Regents, you need 3, including algebra, geometry, and algebra 2 trigonometry. 9 Regents are required for the Regents with advanced designation. 5 are required for the Regents diploma. Students with an IEP are eligible for a low pass option, meaning students do not need to reach 65 on the Regents if you have an IEP. And some students with a 504 plan may be eligible for a low pass option too. Recommendations for the college-bound student. We thought this was important to cover because approximately 80% of Peru high school students choose to attend college after graduation from high school. There's over 3,000 colleges in the United States, and they all have their own admissions requirements. But there are a few guidelines and general rules that allow you to keep your opportunities open as much as possible, so you have many choices when you're choosing a college your senior year. Take challenging high school courses. Colleges will be looking at your grades beginning in 9th grade, and they will want to see rigor, meaning challenging high school courses. Don't fill your day with 2 or 3 study halls. Take advantage of the educational opportunities you have and make a challenging high school schedule. Try to get an overall GPA of 85 plus. That's the minimum standard for selective colleges. Obviously, very selective colleges want even higher grades, but for a college with average selectivity, 85 plus is generally the minimum standard. In your junior and fall of senior year, you will be taking SAT and ACT exams. These are rigorous college entrance exams, and getting competitive scores on those are an important part of the college admission process. One thing you can start in 9th grade is get involved in extracurricular activities. Choose activities that you're passionate about and enjoy, that you find fun, where you'll learn some new skills, and get involved. Take advantage of these opportunities in addition to your high school classes. High school yearly timeline link is provided below. Check out that link. It gives a grade by grade list of important things to do in each grade to make you most prepared for college.
So an exciting option that many of our students take advantage of beginning their junior year is CV-TEC, which stands for Champlain Valley Technical Education Center, located right in Plattsburgh. We've got over 20 vocational programs that many of our students take advantage of. Approximately 50% of our students who go to CV-TEC will attend higher education after high school. It's a significant district investment. We pay approximately $11,000 per year for each student to attend. So there's certain criteria that students must meet to be eligible to attend. At CV-TEC, there's a wide variety of options available for students to attend. So what happens is many of our students will go either in the morning, so they would be gone from periods 2 through 6, and then they would spend periods 1, 7, 8, and 9 at Peru. Or sometimes we have students who will attend in the afternoon, so they would come to Peru and take classes for periods 1 through 6, and then they would go to CV-TEC for periods 7, 8, and 9. I'm not going to go through all the programs here. You can definitely read them yourself. But this is a slideshow over here. This has a list of some of them. And on the next slide, you can see the rest of the programs. And here's also a list of some of the other programs offered at CV-TEC. If you take a look at the last bullet, you will see the New Visions Medical Careers and also the new program called Applied Engineering. These are a little bit different than the other CV-TEC programs in that you're only eligible to do this program as a senior, and it's highly, highly selective program to get into, so not everybody who applies gets in. Typically, students who are very involved and have higher academic marks give themselves a better chance to get into these more particular programs. So as I mentioned earlier, CV-TEC is a competitive program to get into, and there's certain criteria that you must meet even to be eligible. Your first year that you have eligibility is as a junior, so you must have at least earned 9 credits in order to be considered junior status. You must be in good academic standing at the end of your 10th grade, passing all of your classes and hopefully passing all of your Regents exams. I was saying good academic standing. That doesn't mean necessarily you have to have hundreds in all of your classes, but at least be passing your classes to give yourself that chance. Attendance is a must. Make sure you're coming to school consistently. And also make sure you're staying out of trouble. So you must have a minimal disciplinary record. Do not be racking up those referrals because they can come back to get you.
One of the resources we use in high school to help with career planning, interest inventories, college search process, all kinds of things is Naviance. We're hoping in the high school that this sounds familiar to you already. as you've worked with Mrs. LaValle and Mrs. Cantwell-Jones in the Naviance program. But essentially, Naviance is a web-based college and career resource that's available to students to help plan for their future. As you progress through high school, the counselors will be working with you to complete certain assessments and work with you in your junior and senior year to talk about college and the college application process. But just get used to hearing more and more about Naviance.
And finally, to review final course recommendations for 2020-2021. You can review your course recommendations for 2021 in School Tool. Those are the courses that Mrs. Martin, Mr. Carter, and Mr. Luckin will be forming into your schedule over the course of the summer. If you have questions about those courses or the course level, the recommendations, please contact your student's current teacher or middle school principal, or you can contact your middle school counselor too. Unfortunately, we're not able to honor requests for specific teachers or placement in classes with peers, and we can't accommodate requests for classes for particular periods. For example, if you want phys ed 9th period, we aren't able to take those kinds of requests, unfortunately, because we have to balance classes the best we can. We're currently planning a regular 9-period school day in the fall, pending New York State public health guidelines and recommendations. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty in our state right now, and hopefully as the summer goes on, we get more and more clarity. But the plan is for a regular 9-period day, and then we would be mailing your schedule and doing a locker setup in late August. We're really looking forward to meet our new 9th graders, our new high school students. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the high school counseling office at 643-6430, and our emails are available on the school website as well. Congratulations on finishing middle school, and an early welcome to Peru High School. See you soon.